Overthinking and anxious thoughts can literally ruin your life. I used to be a huge overthinker. I used to think that this was going to happen. This person thinks this about me. All these thoughts would go through my head and I would actually manifest those situations even though they were never meant to happen, or I would manifest a person being angry at me, even though that was never the case in the first place because in my head I had already made that situation up when it was never going to happen. Overthinking can even lead to such serious consequences. I learned how to stop overthinking, how to trust life, and I'm going to show you guys how you can do the same thing in this video. Let's get into the video. First thing I need you to realize is no one knows you. Different versions of you exist in everyone's head. People have different perception of you when they listen to you. You're the same person but people have different experience with you. People create different perception of you. It's very foolish to think of like, oh, why did they do? Why didn't that job hire me? I didn't expect that. You didn't know them. You didn't know that person. You had a perception of them in your head, but that perception is not them. That's your experience with that person. That is not that person. That is not that interviewer. That job interviewer that wanted to hire you, maybe, oh, I thought they liked me, but they, in their head, had completely different experience with you. Start to understand that nobody knows you and you don't know anyone. We only have perceptions of other people, so in that way you won't overthink situations. You can accept that. Listen, even though I might have thought I did a great job, that other person didn't have a great experience with me. And that's okay. Thing is, voice your thoughts in the moment. If someone said something to you which you didn't like, tell them in the moment, hey, I didn't like that. Also, how resentment gets created, and then you become the kind of person you're always angry at, like minor things because you didn't voice your opinion when you were mistreated. You collected yourself back then, so now all those emotions will come up for the minimum thing. Always voice your thoughts in the moment, and you cannot afford to let my brain be filled with unnecessary thoughts. Your brain needs this to be free, not only for your job but also for life and to have a peace of mind. You feel triggered by something or offended, just say that to the person that offended you or triggered you, like, hey, this is a trigger for me, hey, this offended me. There is nothing wrong in voicing your opinion. Another thing you can also do is journal about it. Before you go to bed, write it down, whatever you feel, but make sure that it's out of your mind. You can even paint, do whatever you like to do, something, anything that removes the emotions and the thoughts in your head. Move to other things. You need to realize is where is that trigger or fear coming from. See, overthinking is basically creating situations out of fear, situations that might never happen, but you are fearful of those situations. Sometimes people overthink, like for example, a guy didn't text you back fast enough and you start to overthink, oh my god, he doesn't like me, oh my god, he doesn't want me anymore. This, that you overthink and you create this crazy scene in your head. Right. And you start to self-sabotage yourself. Where is this coming from? Most likely you have attachment issues. So now when have a partner, you think that they're going to leave you as well. So then you start to overthink, and that's where that fear is coming from, and that the person not replying to you fast enough, that's triggering you into that fear, into overthinking. So when you start overthinking something, even if that job didn't hire you, why does that trigger you so much? Why? Where is that coming from? Maybe you feel like, oh, they don't see me, they are not validating me the way I wish. The way they would validate me is making me feel less about myself. I want to feel worthy. These are all triggers. Like, look at the base. What is behind the reason that you're overthinking everything? Other thing is, look at facts instead of feelings. See, when we are overthinking, we are acting out of feelings, right? We are acting out of triggers, we are acting out of fears, but look at the facts. That person probably busy, that's why he's not answering you right now. He's not going to leave you, like that's a fact. That the job, they didn't hire you because maybe they just found someone better. You were just not good enough for that position. Does that mean you're not good enough in life, or you will not get a better opportunity? No. That's also a fact. Like, when those thoughts come up, you have to ask yourself, okay, this thought that I have right now, that I feel like they are going to abandon me, that I feel like I was not worthy because of that job didn't hire me, is that true? Ask yourself, is this what I'm thinking right now? This thought, is it true? Other thing was like when a thought would come up that was like negative or bad or whatever, imagine it like a bubble in your head, like a thought coming up like a bubble and you're poking it with a needle. Immediately when it comes, it's like poking it with a needle, and then it really helped. Overthinking will not change the situation when it does not exist, when you can sit there for hours, for days, overthinking the situation, thinking this might happen. The only thing we have right now is the present moment. What is happening right now is this. Nothing else. You being anxious about what might happen in the future is not real. You might create those situations because of your fear that's manifesting it, or you might actually start looking at solutions instead of the problem. See, we have problems every single day, right? We had bigger problems, we had smaller problems, but did you not fix them? You're overthinking the situation can only get worse when a problem comes. We solve it. Ask yourself, how can we solve it? What can we do now? What are the options now? And we look at it. If you're a big overthinker, you have to start thinking quickly in these situations. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask for help when you need help. If there is a situation that arises and you feel like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, call someone, ask someone else to connect you with someone else to help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You're not weak. You're very strong. You're reaching out to people and say, hey, listen, I can't handle this on my own. You know how much courage that takes. That is incredibly strong, and people will help you. So don't be shy to ask for help. Thing is, when you're overthinking, calm yourself down or either go to sleep, because sometimes your body just needs rest, and that's why overthinking, thinking weird thoughts because you're just tired. Another thing is breathing exercises. When you're breathing, breathe through our stomach so that we relax. When you breathe in, your stomach expands, and then you breathe out, your stomach goes in again. That really relaxes you. If you do that a couple of times, your body will relax. Another thing is yoga and meditation. Yoga helps immensely with overthinking and calming your body down. It calms your whole nervous system down. And meditation, the same thing. Just sitting there even for 5 minutes, closing your eyes and just realizing that you're right now in the moment, that you're present and this is what we have right now, will calm you down immensely. Go out for a walk in nature. Go watch the sunset. Go to the beach. Go play with your pet. Anything that can relax you in the moment will help you immensely with overthinking. Another thing is life works itself out for you. Life needed to teach you lessons. You might think, why are those things happening right now? That's not what I want. This is what I want. It will never get better, it will, but the lessons that you're learning right now are crucial for you. You need those lessons, and you will only realize that when you come to a state that you get what you want, and then you will look back and be like, you know what, I'm grateful for those lessons. I'm grateful I went through what I went through, because I would not be the person that I am today. Another thing I need you to realize is it was not meant for you. Stop overthinking. Why does this not work? Why did that person leave my life? Why did I not get this job? It was not meant for you. You were not supposed to have that thing, and you were meant to have something much greater, but because you cannot let go of why did I not get this thing, that other things that was meant for you cannot come in way. God is always protecting you, and whatever is removed from your life or whatever opportunity you didn't get is because God is giving you something bigger. God has your back, and believe this. Sometimes when people leave, sometimes when you don't get that job, it's not meant for you, and have peace with that. You need to start accepting that some people will not like you. Some people will dislike you for no reason. Some people will not give you that job because they don't like you. People will discriminate you. People will be racist to you. People will not accept you as you are, but that does not have to define you. You don't have to take their perception of you as your reality. You are not what they're telling you. You are not their version of you. Start having peace with the fact that not every job is going to like you. Not everyone out there is going to like you because you don't fit their standards. They want to be with someone else, and that is also okay. The more you start accepting that people will reject you, the more easier life becomes, because that's human nature. You think God is not there for you just because you didn't get that job. We, as humans, think so small-minded. Why do we think of God as someone so small? People are building huge things. How do you build buildings? That's like insane. You think people are capable of doing the craziest stuff, but God will not fix your life? Understand that you're not your failure. You think you can't do that again? You think you can't get better again? Why do you guys think so small? Start thinking bigger for yourself. You think you were created and put on this earth to just suffer? No, I don't believe that. I think we were put on this earth to have the best life possible, and I think God is backing us like crazy, but you guys never asked, and then you're like, oh, why is my life so hard? Ask for the biggest things. These people are not special. The money and stuff, all these things are not special. Those things come to those who believe in themselves. Those things come to those who believe in God and believe it that God is backing them. Those are the ones that get it because they are like, yeah, life is going to be great for me. Yeah, it should be great because I'm alive. That should be your mentality. My life should be great because I am alive. So, let go of trying to be perfect. You're trying to be perfect, trying to do this perfect things, and that you might create something and you think that's perfect in your eyes. Someone will comment on it and say that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Once you start understanding that you'll never be perfect because every single person has a different perception of what perfect is, that's when you can fully let go of trying to impress or trying to be perfect. If you're waiting to be perfect, you'll never get it done because you won't even start because nothing is perfect. You do it and do it wrong. Do it badly, let people even laugh at you, but at least make sure that whatever you're doing, you're standing behind it, that you love it. That's the most important thing. If you would watch your videos yourself or you think that whatever you're doing is interesting, that's when it will sell because you believe in your own product. Another thing is you are not their opinion. See, maybe your parents have told you you're not good enough, maybe your teacher, or I don't know who told you you're not good enough. Whoever made you feel like you're not good enough, you're not their opinion. You have to reaffirm to yourself, I am the greatest. I am so good. I'm amazing. I'm mesmerizing. I will get everything. Because when you have no hope anymore, reaffirming to yourself that everything is going to be okay is actually what makes you feel sane in an insane situation. Last but not least, stop comparing yourself to other people, and whatever those people are going through or what they have, you can never take that away from them. That's for them, and what you have right now, that is for you. The only way you make yourself grow is by putting gratitude into your life, by being grateful for what you have. That's how everything will expand more and more. But you just comparing yourself to other people and thinking in lack or being jealous of what they have will never get you what you want. Literally protect your own peace of mind, and otherwise just realize that whatever is meant for you will happen anyways, and what is meant for them will also happen. Have peace with yourself and have peace with life.